Today I'm going to be showing you how to do this super easy and fast Batman mask. You're going to start in the center of your face with the head of the bat, just so you have something to work off of, and make the head pretty wide, and then off of that, go right into the wings. And as you can see here, I'm going to be placing dots to help aid in my symmetry. That might not be so necessary if you're doing it on a kid. When you're doing it on yourself, it's kind of hard to see what you're doing. So whenever I paint on myself, I usually do those dots to help me get things symmetrical. Just continue building off of that, putting the points of the wings on the bottom. And as you can see, I did more of like a swooping curve on my outside bottom wing to give it a more interesting shape. Now it's time to do the eyes, and if this is on a girl, you can do like a cat eye shape to give it a more feminine shape, but I did this like you would for a boy, so give like a boxy type outline for the eyes. And that's really nice for boys because they don't like getting their eyes painted, so this is a good design for boys who are squeamish about that. Now it's time to fill in, and this is the most time-consuming part of this design. I switched to a little bit of a bigger brush, but you don't want to go too big because you have to go into those points. Also, this is totally optional, but you can shade. I used a little bit of powder to shade a shadow line. I find that using powder is an easier way to shade than using watered down paint, but both work great. I think that just a plain black mask is kind of boring, so to add interest and depth, I added metallic blue paint. And then I add a little bit of white to my metallic blue to make it lighter, and I put that over it as well. And this just makes it look a little more impressive, a little more interesting. Make sure to bring the paint down into your brow area as well. So just over the bridge of the nose, on the temples, and down into the brow. And then if you want, you can define the nose area like I did here. And that just helps the nose to look a little bit sharper. And finally, to make the mask look like it's shining, just put highlights wherever light would hit and along the curves. And if you want, when you do the blue application, you can always use a stencil to give it even more interest and texture. I kind of wanted it to look smooth, which is why I didn't use one, but that is an option. So that's it. Super easy design. I hope that you guys like it. I'm sure you do Batmans a lot. I just thought I'd show you how I do mine. Check me out on Facebook, and all the products I used are listed below.